Hello and welcome to this Board Game Life. My name is Mark, and today I'm unboxing the reprint of Havana, which is called La Habana, and this is from 25th Century Games. In this game, you will acquire victory points by constructing buildings available as tiles displayed on the table. To take a building, you must pay its requirements, some combination of money, workers, and building materials. More difficult combinations will yield more victory points. Furthermore, not all of the available buildings on the table are ripe for the taking, as only the ones on the right and left-hand border of the two rows of buildings are available for selection. The game's core mechanic revolves around identical decks of 13 cards for each player, of which only 2 are played per round. But in addition to the card's function, the numerical combination of cards played is important. Example, a card with a value of 3 and 4 result in the value 34, as the player with the lowest combined number acts first. So not only is the start player constantly changing, but it is also possible that a planned action cannot be taken, as another player has already used the same role. Not all roles are exclusive, so the turn order will also determine whether your half of all pesos in the middle is half of 8 or half of 4, if a player before you played the same card. Some roles allow you to tax others or steal from them, and some cards defend against this. So it's not all just collecting pieces in a solitary manner. Some combinations require the presence of an architect, so you must choose whether to use one of your 2 cards spots for him. Other cards add different twists. What and when to choose, who to hurt, and what you're aiming for make up the game's main decisions. These different ideas make La Habana its own game, even if some of it is familiar. It's shorter and lighter than many similar games as well. This game is designed by Reinhard Stout. The art is by Michael Menzel and Ian Paravel. This version was published by 25th Century Games in 2025. The original Havana was printed in 2009. It's for ages 14 and up, for 2 to 4 players, and takes about 45 minutes per game. And as always, I do ask that you would please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and maybe hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon so you'll never miss any new content. All right, so let's take a look at La Habana. All right, so we can zoom in. So not a large box game, so relatively small, but I did play this. Rob introduced me to this game, and it was again out of print. So I'm very grateful that 25th Century Games has done a reprint of this. It's a fantastic game, really fun, and it can be challenging. Trying to determine which 2 cards you're going to play, and not sure what your opponents are going to play. Really does. And in the order, like I was talking about, a 3 and a 4 card, but it's important how you play it. So if I put my 4 before my 3, then my number is 43. So depends on which action you're going to take first is the number that goes first. So just if I play a 3 and a 4 doesn't always mean I'm 34. It depends on which action you take first. I believe I better double check. I only played the game once, but I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. The initiative for the round is determined by the numbers marked on the action card you play. Place the card with the smallest number on the left to form the smallest possible number when combining the number of 2 cards. Oh, so I guess you're all okay. So you're always going to play it that way, but I think you can do your actions in either order, maybe. So, but anyways, here's the rule book, and this does have refreshed artwork from what the original game had. So we got about a 12-page rule book. So here's all the cards in the game. Everybody gets the same cards, and so you're going to be working off the same hand of cards. So that's another thing. It's like everyone has the same stuff, just when are they going to play it? All right, so let me go through. We'll go through the cards last. So we'll take a look at. We got the different materials here. Let's see what we've got. We have components. So these are 80 wooden bricks. So there's 40 gray rubble bricks. So that's a rubble. We do have 15 worker meeples. And I think everyone's the same. There's not like we all just share these little worker meeples. Are they all? Because you're just putting your dude out. I don't remember exactly how. Then we have more construction material. So we got bricks representing by different color and a pattern. So we've got some green, red, white, goldish, yellowish looking building materials. We got a like a burlap sack here. That's funny. Yeah, it is a burlap bag. That's burlap bag. Plenty of baggies for stuff. All of our single peso coins. So we'll punch those out. And then let's take a look at some of the cards. So in case you've got the older game, you might want to see, well, what do the cards look like in the new, in the redone, the reprint. So let's take a peek. All right. And I don't remember, let's see, those are, I think, 32741. Trying to determine if this is, okay, so I think that's, must be greens colors. No, they're all green at the bottom. So is there a way to determine? It's a 2, that's a 4, it's a 5. So like, they have different, that 7 and that 7 are different. That's interesting. I thought all the cards were identical. Am I looking at the? Maybe these are probably. I'm looking at the. I think I'm looking. I'm looking at the wrong cards. Okay, these. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. There's stuff on both sides. Okay, these are the yes. So there's yellows players, red player, green and purple. So each player has their own deck of cards, and these are all going to be the same. Okay, as you can see, like they're supposed to be the same. And they are. So there's those 3 players, and then I'll show you here with this deck. So number 0. So you could, if you had this, you're going to go first most likely, but unless you did a 0-1, but this is nothing. You're taking a siesta, so you're doing no action other than trying to go first. And then if you're this one here, the guard Espaldis, I'll have to see what that. I think these are all just art, so I got to learn what the symbols mean because I don't think there's any English on the cards. I think like Havana did. That's right. They're all in the back. So I think I got to go to the rule book just to see. So this card here, this is protection. So while this card's in play, you are protected from all other players. No one can steal or take your resources. So that's what that one does. So again, siesta, this allows you to play earlier in the round by lowering your result during the initiative cancellation in phase 1, okay? All right, then card number 2. This one here. This is Mendigo. This takes 1 peso from the reserve. So you're basically begging. All right. Card number 2 is the recycle card. And you will discard 1 action card from your hand and choose 1 action card from your discard pile. Reveal the card to the other players and then put it into your hand. So it's a way to, again, get back. But once you've done that, then it's like, because once you play a card, it's like gone. I think till the next round, if I recall. This is the abandon card or Ruina. Nope, sorry. Wait. Oh, I got 2 number 3s. Oh, there was 2 number 2s as well. So both of these are number 2s. Okay, so then I got this one is the debris, the escombros debris. So take all the rubble bricks from the central supply. This one is Ruina. This says you may choose 1 structure from the end of a row and discard it to the game box. This action can be done only once per round, no matter how many players choose this action in the same game. So that's one of those things, if you do it first, then someone else plays this, they lose that action. They can't do it. Number 4, here's the architect. So take 1 worker from reserve. So that's the yellow guys. And then this card is required to construct structures that have the architect symbol. So when we go through these things, when we're putting these buildings together, and I think this is what you're going to have up face up, but then this side shows you the requirements. So here you have to have the architect card to build this particular structure. So there's the architect. Then there is the workers. So if you are the first player to perform this action this round, take 2 workers from the reserve. If you are not the first, take 1 worker from the reserve. Then we've got the thief. Steal 2 pesos from a player whose turn is after yours. If that player has 6 or more pesos, steal 3 instead. All right. Then we've got the fence. Steal 1 brick of your choice from a player whose turn is after yours. If that player has 4 or more bricks, steal 2 bricks of your choice instead. Then there's the smuggler. If you are the first player to perform this action this round, you may take 2 bricks at random from the bag, or look in the bag and take 1 brick of your choice. If you are not first, take 1 brick at random from the bag. Then we have the entrepreneur. You get to take half of the pesos rounded up from the central supply. And then you've got the mama card. Take half of the construction materials rounded up and half of the rubble bricks rounded up from the central supply. All right. So that, now everyone has those same cards. And I don't recall what this is for. What's it say in here? I think the rest of the stuff is so this is the central supply card. So this is going to hold the money and the bricks and stuff, I guess. Okay. Then we have all of the 36 structure cards. So that's what all of these are. So these are the structures. This is like so this is what should be face up in the market. And you can see it's kind of grayed out, but then when you build it, it's colored on this side. So what this basically says is you're going to need 2 workers and this type of brick. So you're going to need like that yellow brick with the 3 holes in it. You're going to need that in your supply. You're going to need 2 workers. Okay. And then if you have that and it's on the end of the pile, you can pay those resources to basically build this out in front of you. So, and then we build. So I'll just kind of show you some of the buildings, different, so you get an idea of what the art looks like in here. So, and it looks like all the art's different. Every card looks to be different. Let's see, that's different. So, which is kind of neat. Everyone will have different buildings they built out in front of them. And I think these are just victory points, if I recall. So that's, and I think that tells you how many points they are. So you're obviously something that is like it should be easier to get the resources. Something that's going to be worth like 7 points is, you can see it's going to take a lot more materials and stuff to build. So that's essentially what you're doing. It's a really fun game. Plays relatively quick, pretty easy, and so I recommend it. This is a really fun game. So if you missed Havana, you can now get La Habana, the reprint. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment below. Let us know your thoughts. If you've played this or you planning to get this reprint, what do you think of the change in the artwork and stuff like that? All right. Well, again, thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any new content. And we'll see you at the table.